Hi everybody, Jane here, and today I'm doing an April book haul. Now, if you've followed my channel, you will notice that this is my second book haul and not something I do very often. I don't buy a ton of books, and when I do, they're mostly from the used bookstore. And as you will see, most of these were either gifted to me or bought from the used bookstore. There were a couple special ones that I did buy from Amazon because I was given a gift card recently, and so I thought, well, I'm gonna buy me some special books. So, before we get into that, I did want to address, yes, I did cut my hair, and yes, some of the videos you'll see will have long hair and some will have short until I'm out of all of my pre-recorded videos. So, don't let that confuse you. I just got my hair done like 2 days ago, so this is my first video I'm filming with my short hair. And while I'm excited, I'm also like, oh, continuity, it's gonna be tough. So let's get into first the books I was gifted. A couple weeks ago, went with my best friend to a used bookstore, and she got the complete collection of the Lois Lowry The Giver series. And so she gave me the two paperbacks that she had. These books are dystopian. I've read them in the past, and I'll be honest, I didn't love them. This one is about a little boy who can remember, who is given the gift of like remembering the past. And his world is very changed because of the dystopian societies that he's living in. And I think when I read this, the thing I didn't love is the ending was very open. And I've been told that if you read all 4 books, they make a lot more sense. But this book just didn't make a lot of sense to me. Plus, they kill a baby. And at the time, that was just something I couldn't handle when I read it because I still had very young ones at home. I don't remember a ton about this. I know that this girl has some kind of disability, and in their society, people who are disabled are not given as much value. And by the way, these two I don't think are in the same world. But again, I haven't read the entire thing, and I've been told that until you read the whole thing, you can't know. When I read it, I didn't love it, so I'm a little hesitant. But on the other hand, my friend says they are some of her favorites, so I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to reread these two, and then at some point in the near future, read the rest and see if I can get into the series. Because I really want to love them because my bestie loves them. And she did give those to me, so going to be read sometime soon. The next book I was given by the author, and this is The Mothman's Vengeance by Marilyn Brokoff Hall. And there is a gorgeous bookmark in here, and she also signed it for me. So thank you, Marilyn. So anyway, this book is about a murder, I think, that is they're considering that a creature called the Mothman may have been involved in. Now, I'm from Ohio, and the Mothman is a real legend here. There was a bridge that came down shortly after a sighting of the Mothman, and like a lot of people were hurt or killed. And they said that the Mothman was trying to warn them. And I actually have met somebody whose family were part of the people who'd said that they swore they'd seen the Mothman. So I'm kind of curious how this book is going to read. It's a little outside of my typical genre, but since it is like based in the area close to where I live, this book actually I think takes place in West Virginia, which is again like our neighbors. You know, this is really, I think, something that's going to be close to home, and I'm excited to read it. I do have plans to interview Marilyn soon as a writer on my channel and get some ideas from her about writing fiction that has a basis in legend like this. So I'm excited. Can't wait to read it. All right, the next set of books were ones that I bought with a gift card. They were ones that I'd had my eye on for a while, and, well, 2 of them I'd had my eye on for a while. One's a new release, but I'm excited to buy them, and like I said, had gotten a gift card for an occasion, so I was like, all right, time to go to Amazon. The first one is Conor, Jep, and the Heron Project by Mike Gear. Now, Mike is somebody I do know. He and I work together on a collaborative project, and we are in the same writers group. So I will be reading this in probably next month, and I won't probably give it a rating. I'll just tell you about it because obviously I'm close to the people that I work with in books, and it's hard to give a fair rating to somebody that you think is amazing because you do group projects with them and you're in the same writers club. I have read the first 10% of this book in its pre-finished format. Conor has been stowing away on ships for a while, and he gets caught and he gets put down on this planet that is like very westerny. So it's kind of got like a Wild West vibe to it. And it was really great, the parts I read. It was really funny, and I was really engaged in it, and I wanted to know more. So I'm excited. I picked this book up now that it's complete, and now that I can read the whole thing. So looking forward to that. The next book that's been on my radar for a little bit is Skirting Gender, Life and Lessons of a Crossdresser by Vera Wilde. And I'm curious about this because I follow Vera on her channel. Now, she has a channel where she presents as male. Generally, like if you watch her videos, she presents as male. She has a fluid sense of gender is how she explains it on her channel. So most of the time when she's discussing topics about, she discusses things like Disney and Doctor Who and the DC and Marvel universes, she generally presents as male to do that. However, in this book, presentation is female, which is why I'm calling her female. It's a little weird since I'm used to seeing her presenting as male. And she talks a lot on her channel, though, about LGBTQ plus in entertainment and in media. So I wanted to read her book and get more ideas about what her life is like. And I'm also looking into possibly writing a character in the future that has either a fluid sense of gender or is trans, or I don't know. It's really important to me to start understanding better the LGBTQ community and to try to be more inclusive in my writing, because it's something I hear so many people say that they really wish people would do because they feel so underrepresented. So I want to learn, and so I picked up this book. The next book I've had my eye on for the longest amount of time, not gonna lie. It is by authors I've not met in person, but I really have a lot of respect for, and that is Unicorn Western, the full saga by Sean Platt and Johnny B. Truant. Now, this is a chunker, it's gonna take me a while to read, but my understanding, it is basically a fantasy Western. So you have the Western elements, and I've not read a lot of Westerns, but I'm open to, like, obviously I like historical romances that take place in the Western stuff with the cowboys, so I feel like I'm going to be open to this. So a Western, but with a talking unicorn, maybe? So anyway, Sean and Johnny B. Truant, I follow their YouTube channel. They talk a lot about writing, and they are hilarious. So I'm really wanting to pick this book up because I think that will come through in their writing. And I've read another book by Johnny B. Truant, and it was hilarious. He's got a great voice. So I have high expectations about this, although, again, since it's a Western, I'm a little hesitant, but I did want to pick it up, and it was one that obviously I couldn't get through the library. So I'm excited, and it's huge, but I do want to read it very soon. All right, so the rest of these books I picked up at the used bookstore with my friend when she found her complete Lois Lowry omnibus. And the first few, I believe, are mysteries that I picked up for like 50 cents. The first one is Pray for Us Sinners. And there was nothing really particular about this that made me pick it up. It just looked cool. It's about a girl who is an FBI agent, and she witnessed a murder as a child. And I think she is trying to solve what happened in that murder that she witnessed as a child. It was her mother. So I don't know a lot about this book, and I think I don't want to know a lot going in, but I'm excited about it. We have Dying to Be Thin, and I don't know a ton about this one either. I do know that the main character is a plus-size girl, or I assume she is, and that this takes place at a weight loss clinic, maybe? I'm hoping that it's got similar vibes to Laura Levine's Janie Austen series, because I really enjoy those, and they also have like a bigger detective girl. So I'm hoping that we get a lot of that kind of thing and that's fun and it's relatable. I always get hesitant when they have big girls because if you're not a big girl writing it, sometimes I feel like you may not really understand how it goes and what it's like to be a big girl. But I want to like this. I really want to give it a try, and I'm hoping that it is amazing and funny and that I can totally relate. The next one is Cow Cookies, and this is about an environmentalist who turns up dead, and there is something to do with the agricultural industry conspiracy thing that is why he was killed, I'm assuming. So this book actually just looked really lonely in the bin, and there were multiple copies, and I thought, you know what? I like mysteries, I like animals, I will give it a try. And I believe my final mystery, the rest are not mysteries, is Pride and Presence. This is a Mr. and Mrs. Darcy mystery, so it is like taking the Pride and Prejudice characters and turning it into a mystery. So I'm excited. I do like Pride and Prejudice retellings, and it'll be interesting to see how this goes. I didn't know these were a thing, but if I enjoy them, I might read more of this series. All right, the next book, these are not mysteries now. These are ones that I genuinely saw on the shelf and it was like, I need to have. 19 Minutes by Jodi Picoult. This is a reread for me, but I really, really enjoyed it. I love Jodi Picoult most of the time. She has moments where she does things that drive me crazy in her books, but this was a good one if I recall, and this is about a school shooting. The next one is also a Jodi Picoult. It is The 10th Circle. I don't know about this one because I haven't read it, but it's Jodi, so I'm going to give it a try. The next one is My Enemys Cradle. And my understanding is this is a World War II book, and this is about a woman who goes to hide in a maternity home, and she's Jewish maybe, but she's not pregnant with a German baby, and for whatever reason she's hiding there and pretending that she is, and I'm not sure if they were surrogates or what they were. But it's got a beautiful cover and it's got babies, and I'm just like, I'm gonna give it a try. I'm really excited about it, and World War II is something that I think gets overdone a lot. It's not something I read a ton, but I do enjoy the time period. So I do want to give this a try and see if it's good. I have every expectation it will be. And the last three are just classics that I've been wanting to read. I don't read a ton of classics, with good reason, because sometimes they are really hard to get through. However, I decided we're going to give it a try. The first one should be fairly easy, and that is The Call of the Wild by Jack London. There's a dog. It's Alaska, I do believe. I'm all for that. I'm just excited. So this is fairly short. It's a children's book, I believe, and I do want to give it a try. I'm hoping that this is unabridged, but I'll be honest, I can't tell. So, yeah, Call of the Wild. The next one, not so easy to read, Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky. Okay, so let me be honest about why I picked this up. I, as you know, if you've watched my channel very much, I'm fascinated by the things Jordan Peterson talks about. And this is a book he frequently references. And I'm not sure if I actually am at a place in my life where I could read through it, but I'm gonna give it a try. I really want to see kind of the things that he's pointed out in the book. And it felt like something I wanted to have on my shelves. Maybe even for when I'm a better classics reader, because I am trying to incorporate a little more classics so I can get better at reading them. I think there's a lot of value from classics, but sometimes they're just so hard to slog through. The language is hard. All right, and the very last one. The Penguin Complete Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. I love mysteries. I've read a few Sherlock Holmes, but not all of them, and I would really like to. So I picked this up. It's huge. I don't know that I'm going to get to it anytime soon, but I really think that I would enjoy it if I did. I love mysteries. It's my favorite genre, and to have not read all of the Sherlock Holmes feels like, since I love mysteries, I probably should have. Him and Christy are people that if you love mysteries, I feel like they're kind of who you should have already read. So I don't know when I'm going to get to this, but I definitely want to give it a try. It is huge, and that's a little scary, but it's also like mysteries, and I don't know. I've heard great things. I'm excited. I'm scared, but I'm excited. Alright guys, so those were all the books that I picked up in April. I probably won't be doing regular hauls, but every now and then you will see one when I get new books. So if you've read any of these, let me know. Tell me which ones I should be prioritizing. I kind of know, I think I know which ones are the first ones I want to read, but you can absolutely convince me otherwise. So, and a couple of these expect to see on my TBR for May. All right, guys, this is Jane. My social media is below. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.